Ron Dobbins, what's going on, baby? E.T., Marco, good to see you guys in here. 6 likes already. Wow. Very nice. Let's see if I can... What's going on, baby? That's my monitor over here. How's everybody doing? My day, Ron, is going great. I got to go up to Nashville to see the Nashville Symphony Orchestra with my oldest boy, who is in 7th grade. It was very entertaining. I'll try to get my mic set here. How's that sound? Everybody good? Casey Cisco. I don't think I've seen you in here before, man. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're a few minutes before 4, so we'll just go ahead and let people start getting in. How's everybody doing today? Tell me where you're calling from. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me what you've been doing. Let's get a good question going here. What have you been carrying today or this week? What have you been carrying this week? I have been carrying, just to kind of start things off, the CJRB Pyrite Bowie. You see that? Black on brown with a Bowie copper blade on it. Look at that bad boy right there. Really cool. I think I'm going to set up, I've got this little setup right here. I'm going to do an overhead view on it and stuff. So hold on one second. All right, so we're going to be talking about some Swiss Army knives today. I've got some sitting out here in case you saw them over here. I've got some big ones, I've got some small ones, and hopefully we'll be doing it. Lexington, North Carolina, of course, EDC. Yeah, you're becoming a regular, man, and I do apologize, ET. I have been so busy this week with the day job. I have not sent you that yet, but I'll send it out as soon as I can. St. Louis, finally able to watch live. Steven, good to talk with you over email the other day, buddy. Thank you so much for being here. Skeletool, excuse me, new Banter 2. JJ's been carrying the Olight iMini 2. I got one of those over here somewhere. Yeah, I got one over here somewhere. Greets, from good old Germany. Yep. Welcome in from Germany. What time is it over in Germany? It might be like, it's either 9 p.m. at night or 9 a.m. in the morning or something like that, right? The Ozark Grail. The Ozark Grail, how about that? Izula 2 by EC. SC, which one is it? Essie. It's Essie. I was corrected many times. Many times. Apparently the Essie people are very vocal and very vibrant. So yeah. Moultrie, Georgia. Hazard, Kentucky. I spent some time outside of Lexington, Kentucky for a long time. And had 2 internships there in Kentucky. Absolutely. 23 in the evening, so that's 11 p.m. in the evening. So y'all are, let's see, 7 hours ahead. That's about right. 7 hours ahead. Wow. Uncommon, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you drop by. We're going to be talking about some Victorinox knives. I did want to mention one thing, and I'm going to put this link in the show notes, like literally as we are talking here. I'm going to literally open up YouTube Studio and put this link in right here. This is the Mech Army. This is just gone on to Kickstarter, and they sent it to me, and I thought, I don't know if I would use this. It's a little caliper. It moves up and down like this. See that little caliper thing right there? It's a straight edge. It's a ruler. It's all titanium. I really like it, and I wanted to promote that, so I'll be putting that in the show notes for you guys to check out. It's actually been really cool. As you know, if you've watched any of my videos, I'm an analog note taker, And this is a really cool little straight edge for me. And also, I can do like little bits from my Raspberry Pis and like measure those things out and stuff like that. But yeah, Uncommon, man, it's going good. It's going good. I got to meet Uncommon EDC. I got to meet him at Blade Show. Very cool stuff. And Jordan, good to see you. Tommy, good to see you. We got 16 people watching already. So thank y'all so much for being part of the stream today. Raspberry. Yeah, oh, Raspberry. Yeah, I got some Raspberry Pi stuff around here. In case you didn't know, I was not an EDC nerd first. I was a tech nerd first, okay? Just so you know, but right next to the Raspberry Pi is a Leatherman. So what does that say about me? I've got a Leatherman and a Raspberry Pi right next to one another. What does that say about me? That is a CanaKit case. That's just kind of their regular standard little CanaKit case. But I guess I could show you around here. This is kind of my workbench area. This is kind of what I'm looking at. I've got some notes down here, a couple knives I've been checking out, different stuff, the iPad, and then some of my EDC organization. I did a video on EDC organization a little while ago, but I would love to kind of talk about that again. And so this right here is our Victorinox knives we're going to be talking about today. Not every one in detail, but we will be talking about those eventually here in just a few moments. Let me know what questions you have. This is actually one of those live streams that was suggested by you guys. And so let me know if this time works. This is 4 p.m. Central. I can do them 4 p.m. Central on Fridays if you want. I just do them at 2 p.m. in my car because I'm picking up my little boy from school, but I actually didn't end up doing that today. So what has happened with you this week? Anything good? Anything good to report? What can you praise God for? What can you do? And all those different things. I got a lot of things in my life going right now that are going very well. And I've got a lot of good things happening personally to me. But then there's people hurting all around you. There's people that are dealing with some difficult issues with childhood, children having illnesses and things like that. And so it's hard stuff, man. When you get older, it just gets harder and harder. So let's not make the mood very dour. Let's kind of get into some of these Victorinox knives. Now, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your help identifying some of these. I love Victorinox, but I am not an expert. There's so many of them that I am not an expert in them, and I honestly couldn't tell you the names of some of them. Some people out there have them memorized like a champ. It's great, but others they don't. So we're going to look at some of these right here. ET, you shot a 8-point buck yesterday. Whew, good grief. I saw a kid that shot a 13 point the other day at our church. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This right here is one of my favorites. This is just one of my Victorinox knives here. It's one of the bigger ones. I've got a ton of Alox SDs, your classic SDs, and then I've got a couple of your custom design XDs, and I'm going to let you guess which one is. I'm going to let you guess which one is my favorite when we get through talking about all these. Okay. Shot a picture of my dog today. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Terrible with the name of them as well. Yeah. Well, I'm glad, Uncommon, because I'm absolutely bad with these. So this one has a little screwdriver set right here. You've got what John Gadget calls the package holder or the shoelace puller, right? Just grab down in there, or whatever you want to call it. Who knows what the Swiss are doing, right? But this one has got actually scissors on it, and Victorinox scissors are second to none, man. Second to none. Then you've got just a stainless steel blade on there, regular blade. Then I've got a flathead, and of course a bottle opener right there as well. Which one do you think this one is? I actually do not remember which one this one is. Tell me in the comments right there in the live stream which one you think that is. I've got these things, I don't know if you've ever heard about these things, but these little Key Smart things, they got They let them hang in your pocket, and so you actually have a belt clip on them. I've always wanted to get into customizing and putting like crazy cool scales on my Swiss Army knives, and like putting a belt clip on it and stuff like that. But yeah, and I think you're right, Jordan. I think this is the compact. I think this actually is the compact. You know, E.T., I forgot about the Card Classic. It's in my car, actually. It lives in my car kit. I've got a tiny car kit. And I am building a get home bag. And so if you've got any suggestions about that, feel free to get in touch. I'll throw you a curveball on this one. This one is an older one. It's got a little keychain right there on it. But you can tell this one is an older one. This is from like the 80s. It also has a wine corkscrew bottle opener right there. But you've only got, and this may be like one of the first variations of the compact, but you've got just a file on there. And then you've got the scissors. And the scissors are still outstanding on this. And then you've got a regular style blade, drop point blade or whatever. And then you've got, well, that's it. That's the only tools right there. So tell me if you could, I could identify this one. This one's a little bit older. Got this one. This one actually belongs to my father-in-law, who got it actually in Switzerland. And another one that was actually bought in Switzerland for me is this one. Check this one out right here, this design. I love that clear design. This is actually not the Cyber tool. Randy Goodwin, Pap Goodwin, good to see you, buddy. Got a corkscrew on there. Of course, yeah, I mean, if you're in Switzerland, you got to have your wine, right? You got to do that. This one also has the package opener. I think this is also a compact, depending on what kind of tools are in here. But I've got several different tools in this one right here. Jordan, I don't think this is a Wenger model, but my sister-in-law bought it for me when she was in Switzerland. So it might be something like that. It's got these two tools on it, flathead, bottle opener. You've got a scraping tool right here. You've got a very small blade. Then you've got a much larger blade. If I can get these out without cutting myself. And then you got a larger blade and scissors in addition to these, okay? And so, who keeps saying red? The red one, red. That's the, that's the kind of model that you're telling me that the Swiss Army knife is? It's the red one? That's actually, you guys are so hilarious. You're really funny. Not the old red one. The shield looks like a Wenger shield on the old one. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is actually. You're absolutely correct on that. So tell me the difference. I'm familiar with Wenger, and I'm familiar that it's kind of like the same branding and things like that. But tell me a little bit about what you think about, about the difference in those brands, okay? Because again, I'm looking to be as educated as you guys today. Okay, the two Alox brands that I have, or the two Alox ones that I have, are sick. I love these right here. These are the very thin, just like double layer, maybe even triple layer Alox brands. You got a flathead, you got a scraper tool there, you got a regular, blade there, and then you've of course got your file right there. You've got 4 tools in these, and I love how thin and awesome they are. That's what I figured, Jordan. That's what I figured, because they are both owned by Victorinox. I figured Victorinox is probably just kind of bought them out or whatever. Were they a copycat brand, you think? Were they like a copycat brand, or were they just like a sub-brand and then they just started? I don't know. I'd love to know the history. I probably should look some of this stuff up sometime. The red one, the red Alox, is the same deal here. I love these textures on this. This used to actually be, the black one here, used to actually be my carry, my daily carry, because it was so nice and thin. It could just fit in the side of your pocket right there. And I'd put one of these Key Smart clips on it, and it just fits really nicely. Yeah, if you can do me a big favor, just go ahead and like the video. That actually brings a lot of people to the video, and I really appreciate that as well. I've got this white model that I actually bought pretty cheap at a yard sale. And again, not familiar with the model. I think this is the Spartan. I'm not really sure. So Jordan, were you issued a knife or multi-tool in the Marines? No, I was not actually. Well, no, I take that back. I take that back. I was issued a K-bar when we went to Iraq. And that went along with my sidearm. I was issued a Beretta M9, which turns out to be the 32 FS, I believe. And so I was issued that as a sidearm because I was in the aircraft wing. And so I didn't have a whole lot. I wasn't issued a whole lot. And honestly, the K-bar, it didn't really get used all that much except to like cut 550 cord and a couple of other things, but it really stayed in my backpack. And the worst part was that I had to turn that dead thing in when I got out of the Marines. They wanted it back. They had it on the list, so couldn't keep it. I'd still want a K-bar, still want an actual K-bar. Yeah, Orlando, thank you very much. I am doing great. And they also originated in Switzerland. My guess would be for competition. Interesting, interesting. Mateen, welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of the stream. Okay, what have we gone over? What have we not? Oh, I've got these last two. So this one's actually a little bit older as well, but I believe this one is just the Spartan. It's just got a few tools on it, mostly blades. It's got 2 different blades on it. It's this white one right here. I actually dig that white. Check that white out. That white is you don't see them very often. That's really cool. And it's got 4 tools on here, and it's just your 4 kind of basic tools. And I believe this one is called the Spartan. Not really sure about that though. So let's see here. Let's move on. This is a full-size one right here, or I say full-size. It's kind of the regular size. Check this one out. This one is not a Wenger model. It is an older model. It is a one that has a screwdriver, a Phillips head at that, a screwdriver right here. You've got kind of the standard tools right here, your standard flathead, scraper tool, and then you got a tiny flathead on the end of that one, bottle opener. You've got your scissors in here. This one is actually boogered up because it has been used quite a bit. Then you've got the scissors in the middle. You've got another blade. Ooh, this one's got, look at how boogered up that one is. I got to clean that one off. But this one has like maybe 3 levels, 4 levels. What do y'all think this one is? What y'all think this one is? G-Ball, Vision. What's going on in here? Well, knives. We're talking about knives, for Swiss Army knives specifically. 41 of you in here and only 14 likes. Come on, make it happen. Let's go. Make sure you like that video. Make sure you get subscribed. I've got a lot of good stuff coming. Let me show you a special edition Victorinox that I picked up. This is just a SD, but it's got this cool pattern on it right here. It comes with a cool little lanyard, and it's got and I had the box to this that told me what this longitude and latitude was before. But if you can tell me what that is, I think this is like the original Swiss, the OG Swiss factory, the latitude and longitude on there. But I really like this a lot. Dwayne, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Gweg, what do you say? Oh, Gweg, I got you. This one actually came, special edition, this one actually came with a little, like a nice little leather sheath. Check that out. I don't know how practical it is, but you can actually wear it. It's got a little Velcro, so you can put it on like a belt or something. That's pretty cool. It didn't cost very much more than like a regular SD. I think it was like 25 rather than like 20. So wasn't a big deal. Like that one. Now we're kind of getting to some of the special editions, okay? And I'll show you 2, actually, my 3 most favorite ones. Where did you find the SD? The one that I just showed you, Jorge? The one that I just showed you right here, this gray and black one, it was a special edition on Victorinox.com. Yeah, thank you. I don't know that they sell it anymore. You could probably find it on like eBay or something, but it's like a special edition latitude and longitude version on the back. It's kind of got the latitude and longitude on the back, and then that cool gray. I just like the gray and camo pattern, and I was kind of in a Victorinox phase at the time, so I really liked that a lot, so I just picked that one up. The 3 that I love, and I got this one at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and it might be my favorite out of all of them. But check this little one out. This is a little classic SD, but it's a black onyx version. It is a lot thicker than your normal SD. So if I give you like a normal SD right here, see how thick those are? This one's a lot thicker. G-Ball, it really is, man. The EDC world's very large, which is honestly why I don't know a ton about this stuff. Like, people ask me, have you seen the new thing from what? And I'm just like, I really haven't, man. There's so much stuff that comes out every week, which, by the way, shout out to Taylor Martin and his EDC newsletter. If you want to keep up with some stuff, if you're one of those guys that likes to keep up with that kind of stuff, it's really, really good to go subscribe to his EDC newsletter there over on his website. And I'm not going to say the name of the website because y'all know what it is. Taylor Martin, best DAM in EDC. It's very, very good. Jorge, you want me to do a pocket dump? I did that a little bit. I showed a CJRB that I was carrying this week. I was carrying a CJRB Bowie. Check that bad boy out. And it's in the bronze finish there. But yeah, I shared that at the beginning of the video. So, but yeah, that's my little bit of a pocket dump. I'm pretty boring. I carry a Bellroy wallet. And then I have maybe one of the cooler things on my keys. I have a Workerman, Ultim Workerman key clip that just clips on my belt. And then I have this, this magnetic Q1 from Ant Design. It's a magnetic titanium coupler there. It's very, very cool. Yeah, G-Ball, man, I really, really appreciate you coming on and getting in touch with us, man. Seen those on Amazon. Those knives good. Jorge, which one are you talking about? CJRB or whatever? I'm talking too fast. I can't keep up with you. But yes, if you're asking about CJRB, they are excellent knives. Excellent knives. In fact, since I'm here in the garage, I'll show you another one. This is my pink I love kind of rad colors and stuff, but like this pink CJRB pyrite with a drop point on it. I've also got a crispy donut version that's got some crispy donut scales on it. This is the CJRB pyrite in kind of a reverse Tanto style right there. So really cool. See the scales on that joker? That's just crazy. It's fun. Not everybody goes for it. Not everybody wants the hot dog knife and stuff like that. But that's just fun colors. I like pink. Cancer awareness and all that stuff. I love the pink. Okay, you're getting me off track here. Stephen Davis, thanks for being honored in the chat with you. Just got into EDC World and trying to grow my channel and learn things. Yes, y'all go subscribe to ET. He's doing some good stuff. ET, I watched your latest video. Very good stuff. Real fun to watch. Let me take a sip of the Mountain Dew here. I like to drink my Mountain Dew in fancy glasses. Makes me feel like I'm a gentleman or something. My three most favorites are my small classic SD sizes here. As I was saying, this Onyx version actually has, look at that, actually has a pin inside of it, and it works. Has a pin inside of it. It has your standard scissors, your standard small scissors, but they're a black onyx finish. I don't know if you can really tell on that. It's really, really cool. And then you've got a regular, just tiny little black onyx blade, and then a black onyx straight edge with a ruler and basically like a little flathead screwdriver on this. So it's not that too big of a deal, but here's the thing. The little surprises here are that pin, but also there is a button right here, if you can hear that. There's a button right here that turns on a light. I don't know how to, yes I do. You pull this little thing off and you replace the batteries. I have not replaced the batteries in it, but there's a little light at the end of this one. It's very, very cool. I love this one. This one's a black onyx version. It's a little bit thicker. ET, I don't think it's still available. I do not think it's still available. And again, I'm sorry about that. I probably shouldn't be showing stuff that's not available and ready for purchase, but Y'all asked about my Victorinox. Y'all familiar with the Mini Champ? I know this one is available. This might be one of my most used and favorite ones because this one's tiny, it's small, but it's nice and thick. It's got some really nice tools in there. You've got kind of like a cuticle pusher right here, and it's just, this thing is like butter. These things come out so nicely. You've got a scraper tool, kind of like a seatbelt cutter almost right there. You've got a regular blade. Let me see here. Let me pull them all out. That's half the battle. You've got kind of a sheep's foot blade, which is really cool. And then you've got just a regular file on here. File is on one side. And believe it or not, those little files actually come in handy quite a bit. But on the other side, you've got, that's where the magic happens. You've got a bottle opener and a tiny little Phillips head right there, which is very cool. You've got a regular drop point blade, and then you've got your scissors. I love the Mini Champ. I love it. Give me some likes on the video if you like the Mini Champ, if you like Victorinox. Give me some likes on that video. Just like it down below. Send more people to the video. We got almost 50 people watching. Holy cow. Holy cow. One of my most favorite ones, though, is my Mini Champ that I have here. Actually, no, it's not a Mini Champ. So I don't know what this one is, honestly. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not an expert with all that stuff. This one has a file. This one has a pair of scissors. And it also has the tiny little Phillips head with the bottle opener right there, but it only has one blade. So it's only got 2 levels here, but look at those sick micarta scales on this thing. This one is fantastic. This is from Daily Customs. You've probably heard of them. They have been at Blade Show for the past 2 years. Angelo, so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. But they have, Daily Customs has some of the coolest looking customizations for classic SD, for any type of, they've got scales, they've got everything that you could ever want. And I've linked them down below in the description. I don't get anything from that. They don't know that I'm talking about them. I bought this with my own money at Blade Show, not this year, but the year before. I love the look of those micarta scales on there. And you maintain your toothpick on the end here and your tweezers on the end. So you still got your toothpick and tweezers on the end. So you don't sacrifice anything. But yeah, it's really, really awesome. And I love it. And I got that weathered kind of look in my micarta there. I just love the feel of that micarta. Those are like my three favorite ones right here. The black onyx one, the Mini Champ and Alox right there. And then of course, I think it's a Mini Champ, or it might be just a Champ. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it might be what that. Just sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think here. Hitting the Mountain Dew pretty good here on Friday afternoon. I don't know about you, but I've got to work one day next week, which is dope. I have to work one day next week. Now, I'm not going to give a lot of these a lot of time because they're basically just classic SD Aloxes. But I do want to show you, and I'll go ahead and set them all out here, and we can go like this and move some stuff. But this is kind of your classic SD Alox versions. And the cool things about these is I've got some that are like, these are like put out differently every year. So like some of these will be special editions for the year, like the blue one here, and I love that color blue. Check that out. The blue is the 2020 special edition. You can see it right there on the back, 2020 special edition. How about that? What a year, huh? The pink one, not a special edition, or else they'll have it on the back, but they actually sell all of these in colors. The orange one was the 2021 special edition, which is so cool. The